to decide that if it needs to be changed or not. I'm not going to go to the manager and ask them to change formation, the way they play. If they ask me, I give my opinion. If they don't ask me, I don't say anything.
What have you learned about what a good manager does and how to be a good manager from the 6 managers you've had?
For me, look, through my career, I've always heard that, like certain players should be treated in a different way than other players. I don't believe in that. It's like the same as having a business. You buy certain people to do certain things because you believe the right person to do that. So I don't think that you then should change the way you behave with them. You should probably approach them in different ways. I believe in that because I'm not the same as you.
Yeah. So do you treat players differently on the pitch? Because you shout at lots of your teammates. Are there some that you won't shout at as much?
I treat all of them the same. And I think they're kind of getting to know exactly why I do it. Everything that we train imagine, let's see, during the week we train this and we have seen images of this. We know what we have to do. The managers has prepared us for that. I demand that, at least. I don't care who you are. We've been a full week preparing the game for this. This we need to know how to do it. Then if you can make a pass or you can make a goal or you can make a tackle, that's different. That's the qualities I need from each one individually. But I've learned to talk with them in different ways, but with the same end result. Not like, I won't go to one and say being scared of saying things to him, and the other one because he's younger whatsoever, I'm gonna shout at him whatsoever. No, if I have to shout at this one, I will shout this one. If I have to shout at this one, I'll shout at this one. If I have to praise this one, I'll praise this one in the same way I praise this one. And I think that you can see in my interviews. I'm not afraid of saying what I feel. At the same time, I'm not afraid of praising players for what they have done or what they're doing, even if they probably in the moment they haven't done as much as they needed to get the praise. But for me, I think he needs that praise to get into the next level. So I'm going to give him something, but I make him aware. I've gave you something, but I'm expecting something more from you. It's like my dad giving me you need to be better, you need to do more, because he knows I'm capable of more. And this is why I demand from the players. I'm very strong on them because I really believe in them. I have said this so many times to so many different players. It's trust me, the day I stop talking to you, the day I stop shouting at you, is because I don't believe in you anymore. And I don't believe you can improve anymore.
Your time at Manchester United's been a bit of a roller coaster like this, kind of up and down and up and down. You went second and then you dropped down the league, you're second. And the last 2 years have been a prime example of that, finishing near the bottom end of the table and then this year back up to third. I'm wondering, as a fan, when things get bad and you hear all these sort of rumours breaking online that the manager's going to be sacked, does that impact the dressing room? Do you guys in the dressing room, because you've been through it so many times where a manager has been removed, what's that like when you know things are going bad?
No, first of all, you feel it for the manager.
Really?
Is the first thing, because I think obviously certain players will feel it more than others because it's their players that play more than others, and they obviously, the ones that probably don't play, they don't like to see managers going, but at the same time, if a new manager comes in, it's a new opportunity for them to probably get into the team more times than we're getting before. And I think going through the process of changing manager is probably the worst thing in sports, because it's starting from zero again. And either people believe it or not, when you're through a process, you want to get to the end of the process and understanding what that has gave to you as a player and what you can do more with that staff, with that team, and with that manager to go even further more.
Why didn't you lose hope? Because you went through that process of starting from zero, making progress, manager goes, back to zero, making progress, manager goes, back to zero.
You know why? Because every time, I've spoke this with Diogo before, every time you come for pre-season, it's like a new start. And you always get that belief of this is going to be the time. This is going to be the time. It's moments through the season that you get this belief if the things are not going well. But the main thing I have is belief in myself. So I always think if I do things right and I take people to do things right and I help them to do things right as a team, we still have a chance of pushing ourselves into positions we want to be.